For Honor! Hello and welcome to another commentary of Peacekeeper. This time we're going to actually just go over some fights. I managed to record some before the end of the beta. I was alt-tab slightly at the start of this first one, but it will pick up in a minute. So I ended up running up here and these guys are already engaging. I've got an Ahrix just come over, starts straight up attacking me, gets a nice right click off on me, so I'm thinking, can I deflect? Can I get a quick hit? To try to do, I get absolutely annihilated with left clicks. He guard breaks me, I then try and dodge away. I've got no health at this point. I get a little bit back and I do drop his health down, but then I go for a guard break, but he's left clicked and his left click is faster and it attacks right through it and I die. Which is not good. So my poor teammate here is left struggling on his own, but struggling he's not because he just annihilated both of them, which is good. So what's going to happen next is obviously round 2. Here I'm actually, awake for this one, and I end up going for the Berserker this time, and have a nice little fight with him. Now these guys are pretty fast, and they do a lot of damage. So you've got to be very, very careful. So I try and get like a nice little sidestep attack in. Don't manage to pull it off. Manage to get a couple of normal attacks off because he doesn't block them. It's quite hard to block Peacekeeper's attacks because they're pretty quick. But anyway, as you can see there, I got off a whole bunch of small little left click, right clicks. Didn't really do much. I dodged around and it wasn't really an issue in the end. The Ahrix on their team, who you can see fighting our guy here, was a lot more competent. And Knight's doing a pretty good job. I mean, he's quite low health, but he's pulled it all the way back. He's managing to get a nice right click off there, another guard break, and then an execute. And slam! Ouch, that is gonna hurt in the morning. And then he decides to hump the face of this person with his lovely emote. So we're winning this pretty well, even though I didn't do very well the first round. Now I'm gonna fight the Ahrix again, and this should be quite interesting. I run up and I try to get the stab come off, but I don't manage it. So I start doing a few sidestep attacks. And managed to get another like right click, left click off there. He gets a couple of left clicks, managed to block one, luckily. Actually, sorry, they were right clicks. And now he's trying to do the charge. I managed to dodge it. Managed to get a nice riposte off there. And at this point, I'm worried about my health, but he is out of stamina. And when someone's out of stamina, just go up and annihilate them as quickly as you can. You can always tell because they start kind of stuttering along when they're trying to run and like get out of breath. And that was the first win, which was pretty good. So we're going to go into another match here. And here I am versing the Nobushi. Now I really do not like fighting these. If you meet a good Nobushi, they're incredibly difficult to kill because they've got a lot of range. Obviously got like the most range I think in the game. And this person is pretty competent with their attacks. I do manage to get a couple of blocks off, so that you can block quite a few attacks with your weapons, and it is a good idea to dodge and move around, and trying to make them come towards you so then you can close the distance quicker is very good, because if you have to close all the distance to them, it gets really difficult. As you can see here, I'm going to die from the bleed. Like, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to die. I can't do anything. So round 1 is over very, very quickly, and hopefully I can do a little bit better in round 2. Now I do know that I'm talking quite fast here, but a lot of these fights are pretty quick. But just trying to give you an idea of what's going through my head as well. So I'm thinking I need to dodge and block. I try to run in for the stab here and I fail, so I'm like, okay, I need to take it a bit slower. So I do like a nice forward lunge and then just go for some attacks, see how many I can get in. Because when you start attacking someone, they generally panic quite a lot, especially if you get like a good couple of attacks in. They'll either try and block or they'll try and guard break. And as you can see there, the Bushies don't have a lot of health, so if you do get a few attacks off, I managed to like corner them up against the wall like I did there. She didn't really have like anywhere to go, so it's pretty decent really. Position. And these open maps are pretty good for us. The ones like we were just on aren't very good, but this kind of map is pretty good because we can dodge around. This person was very quick at getting an attack off at the start. And you can see here I managed to get a nice stab off. I'm trying to dodge around. I'm now suddenly thinking, oh dear. I managed to get a left click off and stop that kick, which would have been very, very bad for me. And as you can see, this person has no health. Now, I know it's going to regen, so instead of letting it regen, I jump in and managed to get like an execute, which was pretty good. And that takes us into the next round. Right. So this next round is in a map that's, again, quite closed off. This is the first map that we had. And you always feel a bit conscious if you lost on the map already. So it got quite a lot of space, so I'm just taking it very carefully. I managed to get a nice block off there, so I've learned that this person wants to be quite aggressive at the start, so I was just being patient. Managed to get a nice dodge, went for an attack, totally missed because we're not close enough. So back off a bit, go in for a guard block, and we both guard block each other. This person goes for a kick, but I managed to dodge it, which is pretty good. And you can see here I'm just kind of like attacking a bit. I actually used up all my stamina now. At this point I'm suddenly like, uh-oh. And it's always good to back off. Just back off as far as you can, because sometimes people don't notice. Like this person didn't really capitalize on the fact I had no stamina. And here I know I'm just going to try and harass. So I managed to do like the forward lunge attack and get the kill. And now we'll go into our final match. Now, I can't actually remember if I won this match or not. We'll find out soon. I might have won this one. But this is an Ahrix again. Again, quite a hard fight. I wanted to get some footage of me fighting some of the bigger guys, like the tanky people. Now, this guy at the start was AFK, so I was trying to see if he was going to come back or what he was doing. Then he was kind of like there, so I just waited. He didn't really do much. So I do a little emote to him. And then just go in and just poke at him really. Just see what he's doing. He decides to start running away, I don't know why. I think he might have just given up this round because of what happened. And we both put down markers. You can press B and put down a marker. He looks like he's getting ready for a charge. He manages to get the slash off. I don't dodge quick enough. Look how much health he takes off me already. And bear in mind, like, you know, I would already gotten down quite a bit. If he'd just done a few more of those attacks, he probably would have killed me, to be totally honest with you. I'm already panicking a bit here and going a bit crazy, but I take a little risk and it pays off. But it's always, you've got to be really careful to not take too many risks and obviously watch what your opponent does. So the game does freeze here a little bit. I'm not sure why. I think I might have alt-tabbed. Anyway, this kind of map, again, not great for us, like a kind of alley style map. I was very conscious of this edge. Unfortunately, he was not, and I did a bit of cheese there. I just knocked him straight off, so we both guard break each other and he just fell backwards. You've got to be so careful on that kind of map, because a lot of people will abuse the edges and just try and cheese you. So we go into the final round here, the last bit of footage. So Rishi comes straight in. I managed to get a riposte. I didn't even mean to do that, to be totally honest with you. I got quite lucky. Straight from riposte into stab, and then at this point he's basically already dead. He's got no health left. Still got to be careful though, because he can still do quite a lot of attacks. We both dodge the same way, but he's already dead from the bleed, because I hit him and got his health low enough that it would kill him. And that was it really. So it's pretty decent. So that's the end of the footage for now. Obviously, when the game comes out, we'll be playing a bit more, which I look forward to, and hopefully try out some of the other classes that weren't in this beta, like the Lawbringer and Valkyrie, and I can't remember what the last one's called, but I know it's the big guy, Shuguki or something. But they should all be pretty fun. But yeah, just in general advice really, just obviously watch your opponent, see what they do, try and dodge, you know, block. Have a feel for how they're playing. Are they being really aggressive? Are they being quite defensive? Some defensive players are incredibly difficult to break down. You've got to do a lot of sidestep movement to get into them. But yeah, Anyway, I will see you on the battlefield. Thanks for watching.